Hi there, this is Kaywhite and I'm coming to you from Sparkle Central as I sign off on this Friday. And I've entitled this little video, Being Tested, because what I've found this week particularly is I'm building up to signing off my new book, which is due for release on the 4th of October. There's a lot of process that has to happen before that, where it goes to the publisher and obviously gets formatted and all of these things. So it's a process. And I really have been tested with pulling it all together. The edits, the even better ifs, the ideas, the tweaks, the things I've missed. It's been edited twice by a really beady-eyed full-time professional editor. It's been through my PA twice, me, and still we're finding things. Not so much typos, but just even better ifs, or why haven't I said that, or does that make sense? Hey, nice to see you, bring them on. Hey Trish, nice to see you. So I'm at the moment listening to an audio book by someone I absolutely recommend to you if you are creating something, if you're interested in this whole idea of turning something you love into a profession. And the author is Steven Pressfield. He wrote a book called The War of Art, which I was recommended to read. And back in 2011, reading that book, The War of Art, made me put his book down and pick up my laptop and start writing my first book. So when I started writing this book in January 2018, my second book, It's Always Your Move, Purposeful Progress for Corporate Career Women, I read his book again. I was on the beach, I was on holiday, and I thought, I'm going to read it because it's going to give me the kick in the pants I need to start writing again. And it did. I was like, okay, dong, next morning, 6:30, off I go. It's been a process, and where are we now? At beginning of August, and that's been since the end of January. But I am really being tested at the moment because it's so frustrating, there's so many logistics. And I'm also having that sort of push me, pull you anxiety of, is it good enough? And all the things that I know come up, and I know how to manage myself and those voices, but it's there. And then I went to Steven Pressfield. I was drawn to a book, someone recommended a book, and he has just written another book called The Artist's Journey. And The Artist's Journey, I listen to the audiobook while I'm walking the dogs in the morning, and The Artist's Journey is a book about it's based on the idea of Joseph Campbell's book, The Hero's Journey. And the hero's journey is sort of what's behind every blockbuster film. There's a structure to the story that we find satisfying and also enables transformation, and people have to go through a process and fight their demons and find an answer and find a mentor, and all sorts of things happen on the hero's journey. And Steven Pressfield has written a book, The Artist's Journey. Now, I don't have any great claims to being Kay the artist. All I do know is I'm doing something that I love, writing about something I know and love, and I'm being tested because I have come very close a couple of times to stopping writing, to changing things to such an extent, to being guided, being told, shouldn't you do this? Should you include men in your title? Should you? And all sorts of things that can really send you off down a rabbit hole. So I thought on this Friday, there will be so many of you who may or may not be in the middle of, or just about to start something that you know is a big deal to you. And that's right where you need to be, to feel that slight hesitation, that sort of resistance, and to allow yourself to go through the process, because you come out of it. As I was listening to him this morning, and I was nodding and speaking out loud, even though I was on my own, just saying, this is exactly what I'm going through, being tested about things, doubting yourself, and yet having this incredible download sometimes. As I've been reading my book, I don't remember writing it. There are big swathes of texts which I personally think are brilliant. It's exactly what I would hope to say if I was on stage or if I was with a client helping her privately to get promoted. And I read it and I think, I don't remember writing that, which is a bit doo-doo-doo-doo. So what my message to you is, whatever it is that you have in mind, that tingling feeling that you are going to create something special and you're tempted to do it, I do encourage you to do it. Maybe have Steven Pressfield to support you in it, The War of Art to kick you in the pants and get you going, and The Artist's Journey to support you as you go. So until the next time, I'm going to love you and leave you. And there may be an Aperol Spritz in my near horizon. Anyway, nice to see you. Christy, lovely, thank you for, I think that was you that sent the little heart. But yes, an honest musing for Friday. So until the next time, bye for now.